Hello friends and welcome to another Friday Pick a Card bundle. It is December already. It's just mind-blowing. Well, it's actually the second Friday in December already, but still I can't wrap my head around the fact that it's December already. Where has this year gone to? It is just crazy, crazy, crazy. And of course, my diary is just beyond crazy. But anyway, we're doing what we can with the time that we have. And I hope you are too. I hope you're not feeling completely overwhelmed by time and how quickly time is moving. But anyway, we're going to draw some cards today to see if we can get some guidance, some hope, and some inspiration for each one of you. So I was going through my shelf trying to decide what cards we're going to use today. And I decided we're going to have some fun today, and we're going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot. We're going to use the Everyday Witch Oracle. And just for some good measure, we're going to throw in some Animal Spirit Oracle as well. So we're going to use these amazing decks to get some really good fun, hopefully light-hearted, because I know the last couple of weeks the messages have been quite hectic, quite serious, quite deep. So let's see if we can have some light-hearted fun today. So on screen at the moment, you will have an image of the cards and of the bundles that are available for you. So clear your head, clear your heart, clear your mind, take a deep breath in and release it all out. And then look at the bundles, look at the cards, and which is the group that really seems to be tugging at your heartstrings, which is the group that has the message that you need to hear today. And once you've identified your group, once you've identified your bundle, you can go straight ahead to that part of the video. You can go straight ahead and receive the message that you need. With love and blessings, we'll see you at your bundle. Right, so you chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today, and I do hope it's going to be a good one for you. So today we're using the Everyday Witch Tarot and Oracle, and we're also going to be taking cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So we're going to start with the Tarot. I'm going to give them a shuffle and see what message they want. So we're setting the intention that the card or the cards that we draw today have the message, the exact message that you need to hear, that makes sense to you, that brings you hope, brings you peace, brings you guidance, brings you upliftment in your life, in whatever's going on in your world today. Right, I think I have shuffled enough. Okay, so let's draw that one, and let's draw that one. So I'm going to take 2 from the tarot, and the first one we have, and I'm just going to hold it there for you, let you see, is the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords, I mean, can you see the 3 of Swords in the chocolate? Who stabs chocolate? Can I just put that out there? Who stabs chocolate? So if you have a look. But this is typically a card of heartbreak. This is typically a card of disappointment. This is typically a card of, oh my gosh, what's gone on? Okay, so here we have, you can see on the bed is the journal and her little ink that she's now spilt and messed. So her heart is broken. It's raining outside. There's the black crow outside. So everything is quite hard and everything is quite difficult. And we found her. She disappeared outside. Look at her standing there. I want to just try and hold it and see if it'll focus on it. There we go. Perfect. Look how awesome these cards are. Just absolutely stunning. So we have the Ace of Wands. So we have the 3 of Swords, which I say is typically the heartbreak card. Okay, let me turn them around that you can see them. So the 3 of Swords is typically 3 of Swords. This one is typically the heartbreak card. And then you've got the Ace of Wands, which is about new ideas, new inspiration. So those of you who chose bundle 1, looking at these cards, it's clear to me that something has disappointed you. It's clear to me that you've suffered disappointment, hurt, betrayal, letdown, some kind of an emotional upset. But you know what? It's okay. And the reason why I say it's okay is because, gosh, I never get my left and my rights right, is because of the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is telling you that you're full of inspiration. You're full of the hurt and the pain and the betrayal and the whatever it is that has happened to you has actually sparked ideas, actually sparked new inspiration, new opportunities, new guidance, new things that you want to do. So we actually need to be grateful for whatever has hurt you, whatever has betrayed you, whatever has let you down in the past, because it has freed you and allowed you to step into yourself, into your future, and move forward in some kind of hope and inspiration. So that is quite awesome. I like that. I'm now going to use the Everyday Witch Oracle just to get additional guidance to add to that. So I've left the other two cards here in front of me so that I can still see them. And let's see what the Oracle wants to add to that story. So this Oracle deck is by the same author and artist. So that it has the same kind of theme to it, which is great. Okay. I'll put them all together. That one. That one feels good. And I don't know if you can read what it says at the bottom there. Let me put it in front of my face and maybe it'll focus on it. Accept love, okay? That's what it's telling you, accept love. So don't allow the heartache, don't allow the betrayal, don't allow the hurt, don't allow whatever has disappointed you and let you down in the past to control you. Allow these new ideas, allow these new inspirations and these new things that you want to do, these things that you're now suddenly excited about. Allow them to come through and just accept the love. I just love that. Look at that card. Isn't it just... Oh, and how interesting is that? There's the box of chocolates. It's made a reappearance. So there, the chocolate was, the box of chocolates, whoopsie, was stabbed. Okay, it had all the swords in it. And now the box of chocolates is absolutely fine. And the kitty cat is playing with it. And it's telling you to accept the love. Right, so before I wrap it all up, from the Spirit Animal Oracle, I'm going to draw us a card to see what spirit animals want us to know. What is the message that they have for us? How do they want to add to the message that we've already received? These are so difficult to shuffle because they're such a big deck. Right. That one. That one feels good. Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless, which is just phenomenal. So, you know, I do think this message is so relevant. I do think this message is so appropriate because when we've experienced heartache, disappointment, betrayal, neglect, hurt, any kind of negative emotion, we tend to focus on that. We tend to wallow on that. We tend to get so self-absorbed and so fixated on it that we forget that life carries on. We forget that, you know what, there are some good to... So if somebody's been ugly to you, if somebody's hurt you or whatever it is, just move on past it, okay? Don't hold on to it and allow it to trigger some changes within you. Allow it to trigger some new inspiration and some new ideas, and just accept the love that is on offer, because there's a lot of people around you who truly love and adore you. There's a lot of people around you who want to help you, who want to guide you, who want to be that inspiration for you. And just know that the miracles are endless. I love that. I love that. The miracles are endless. So friends, those of you who chose bundle one, I do hope that there was something in that message that makes sense to you and helps you and guides you on your journey right now in life. Whenever it is that you are watching this video, may be relevant to you. With love and blessings from me to you until we do this again next week. Take care. Right, and hello to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message that you need to hear today. Welcome. Today we are using the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Everyday Witch Oracle, which are I'm going to call them a duo pack. They are created by the same author and they are just phenomenal. And they give such, I almost want to say, light-hearted, carefree kind of messages that still carry a punch, okay? So it will be interesting to see how the message ties up today. And then I'm also going to add on to that right at the end a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Right, so I'm shuffling the tarot at the moment, giving them a bit of a shuffle just to set the intention. And we're asking that the message that we get through today is exactly what you need to hear, is exactly the message that gives you the hope, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Let it be for your highest good. Let it make sense to you, and let it be exactly perfect. Right. So it is. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. So we're going to hold the pack like that And I'm going to take that one, and I want that one over there. Right, so I have got 2 cards, and the first card that I have is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is, oh, it's such a lovely card, as you can see there. Typically, it's the card of stealing, theft, thievery. But I always see it as the card of planning. And I think every time this card comes up, I sort of explain myself. But generally, for me, the Seven of Swords is saying to you, yes, that you're wanting to take something, you're wanting to go out there and get something, you're wanting to go out there and achieve something. But if you don't plan sufficiently, it's going to fail on you, okay? So even if it is thievery, theft, even if you are taking something that maybe isn't yours, or you don't, whatever it may be, you've still got to plan sufficiently. And if you don't plan sufficiently, it's going to fail on you. And attached to that card, the second card we got is the Temperance card. And look at her doing her fancy yoga pose. But look at what she's doing, okay? She's having to hold herself. She's having to be balanced. So if we look at these 2 cards together, whoops, let me hold them where you can actually see them. There we go. That's quite a nice spot. If we look at these 2 cards together, so the first card that we have over there, that the Seven of Swords is saying to you that there's things that you want to achieve, there's things that you want to do, but you can't just rush in and do them, because if you just rush in blindly and do it, you're going to fail. You're not going to achieve the objectives you want. So what you need to do is you need to ponder, think, attach, get the pose, hold the pose, while you contemplate, and while you think, and while you strategize. All right, you need balance, and you need balance in all areas of life, not just in the one. So don't be so quick to run out and try and do everything. You need to make sure that you've got sufficient balance in your life. Otherwise, you are going to fail. Otherwise, you're going to fall over. That kitty cat's going to come and bite your ankles and you're going to fall on the cupcake and you're going to make a mess. Right, so I'm going to carry on with that message in a second, but I just want to grab an oracle card. So this is from the same deck, well, from the same author. So this is the oracle deck that goes with the tarot, so to speak. You don't have to use them together, but I just like to, because they give such awesome messages. And we're asking now that the oracle give us something extra to add to the message, just to complete it and just to drive it home. Right, so we're going to shuffle, and let's draw that one. So what's interesting here is we have earth magic. I want to just make sure that you can read that it says earth magic. And earth magic, you know, we obviously are living on Mother Earth, and we all adore and love our Mother Earth, and we all care for her and nurture her as best as we can. But what does it mean to be connected to Mother Earth? What does earth magic actually mean? It means about being grounded. It means about being real with what you're doing, how you're doing it, and the outcomes. We're not living in our heads and just imagining that everything is perfect. We're quite real. We're quite honest with ourselves. We're quite aware of our limitations, our restrictions, what we can do, what we can't do, what's realistic and what's not realistic. And I think that's what earth magic is basically saying to you, saying that you have everything at your disposal. Because if you look on her table, you know, she's got various gorgeous things for protection. Everything that's on her table, there is protection. So she's got salt, she's got crystals, and she's got a sage smudge stick, and she's got a little wand in her hand, and there's the kitty cat playing at the bottom on the ground. So she's all about practical. She's all about real. She knows exactly the dangers that are out there, okay, which is why she's practicing earth magic and practicing protection. So before you run ahead and try and achieve miracles, before you run ahead and try and do the impossible, create the impossible, achieve the impossible, make sure that you're very aware of your restrictions and your limitations. Don't try and hold a yoga pose if you've never done it before. You're going to hurt yourself, okay? So be realistic, be honest with yourself, and practice sufficient protection on everything that you're doing. So now let's ask the spirit animal to give us a little bit more clarity, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more guidance and help in understanding the message. What is it that the spirit animals want us to know? How are they working with us? How are they helping us? And how are they guiding us on this journey that we're on at the moment with the message that we have today? Let's see exactly what it is. Right, so holding the deck, and that one over there looks like a good one for us. It's almost like one of those where no words are necessary. Time to heal, snake spirit. So remember the very first card we came up with. is the Seven of Swords. And as I said to me, the typically textbook kind of interpretation, Seven of Swords is about thievery, about theft, about betrayal, and about all of those kind of things. But I always see it as planning. I always see it as if you don't plan sufficiently, you're going to fail. You're going to lose. We have with that the Temperance card, which is all about balance. Temperance, and I mean, she really is balancing, yoga pose and all, okay, but it's about balance. But it's typically saying balance in all areas of life and not just in one area of life. So you can't achieve the objectives if you haven't got that balance. We have Earth Magic, which is talking about protection and grounding and being realistic with expectations. And then attached to that, it's the time to heal. So time to heal is basically saying to you, give yourself the time that is needed before you run in and do anything. You know, whatever you've been doing in the past has had an impact on you, has had some kind of effect on you. So give yourself time to shed the old skin. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to become the new person that you need to be, so that you can achieve everything that you want to and need to, so that you can have the balance in your life, and so that you can be protected as you need to be at all times and grounded. So friends, Snake Spirit, time to heal. I do think that was actually quite a phenomenally strong message. There was lots in there. So as always, take what works for you and leave the rest. Let that guide you in whatever you're dealing with at the moment, whatever challenges you're facing. And until we do this again next week, you take care. Hello friends, and welcome. To those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you want to hear today, welcome, and I do hope that you get a really good message today. So today I'm using cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Everyday Witch Oracle. So it is created by the same author, and they really give such awesome messages. And then added to that, we're going to add from the Spirit Animal Oracle as well. So we're going to get some interesting, deep messages today. Bundles 1 and 2 have certainly carried interesting messages. Right, so while I'm shuffling, and this is the tarot deck, the Everyday Witch Tarot that I'm shuffling, while I'm shuffling, we're asking that the message that comes through today be exactly what it is that you need to hear, that it gives you the guidance, the hope, the inspiration that you need in your life to have the best life that you can have right now. All right, and we shuffle, setting that intention and asking that that be the message that comes through. Okay, we're going to draw. I want that one right in front, and I want one right at the back here. Let's have a look and see what we got. So the first card that we have is the Seven of Cups. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? Oh, this deck and the Oracle deck that go with it are absolutely fabulous. So we've got the Seven of Cups, and Seven of Cups is typically the card of choices. It's the card of saying that, you know what, each cup contains something different, and you get to pick whichever one you want. Which one do you want? And often that's the problem is we have too many choices. We have too many options. There's too many cups. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And the card attached to that is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is often the card of lack. It's often the card of suffering, of hardship, of not, they're out in the cold, as you can see. Yes, there is a home right there. There is some kind of safe haven there, but they're not there yet, and they're not sure whether they want to go in. They're not sure if they're welcome. So we've got the Seven of Cups, which is talking about options, talking about choices, talking about which choice, which thing are you going to go for? And I really think that's the combined message is that, you know what, you've got many options available to you right now. So whatever it is that you're facing in your life, you've got multiple options. There's many things that you can do. There's many ways that you can go. There's many choices and options that you can take. But you're feeling very overwhelmed by all of the choices. You're feeling very overwhelmed by all the options. So the moral story behind that is we're just not going to choose anything, okay? We're just going to stay out in the cold. We're just going to keep suffering. We're just going to get frostbite. We're just going to, I know here in South Africa, frostbite, oh my gosh, I just wish we'd have a bit of cold weather. But it's basically saying that you would much rather, I don't want to say much rather suffer, but you're too afraid to make the wrong decision that you're not making any decision. And that's where the lack comes from. So you have all of these beautiful cups available to you, all of these beautiful options available to you. Not picking one is the error. Not picking one is going to bring about the suffering. Okay, so pick one. Let's have a look and see what the Everyday Witch Oracle wants us to know. How is it going to add to the message? How is it going to amplify the message, or give us additional guidance with regards to the choices that we have to make in life? These cards are quite a bit bigger than the tarot deck, so of course shuffling is always the challenge for me, but let's have a look. Okay. Connect with Gaia is the message. So if you have an excess of choices, of options, of things that you can choose from, and you're like, I don't know which one to go for, I think what Connect with Gaia is saying to you is go out into nature. Go out into the outdoors, clear your head, clear your mind, and then you will know exactly which is the right choice for you. I'm going to add this card to it because isn't she just out in nature? You know, she's out in the cold, but she's not necessarily connecting with Gaia. She's not necessarily connecting with Mother Earth. What she's doing is she's focused on what she doesn't have, and she's like, well, should I go there? No, I shouldn't. Should I go there? No, I shouldn't. What should I do? Instead of actually looking to see what is around her and what's easily accessible and available to her. So connect with Gaia, and what I love about this card, and I just want to show you, is right down the bottom here, all the roots. Can you see that amazing root system that they're revealing to you? So here we have the soul who is just celebrating tree, celebrating life. You've got all the roots that are there. And I think this is what we often forget, especially when we're feeling overwhelmed with choice. When we have all these choices available to us and we don't often see what's happening underground. We often don't see what's happening below the surface, okay? And I really think it's important that this decision that you have to make now, that it's one that you make with a clear head. Take your shoes off, go and stand on Mother Earth, go and stand on the ground, clear your head, do a bit of deep breathing exercises, do a little bit of a meditation. And once you've done that, once you've connected and grounded yourself, you will know exactly where to go to change your hardship, to change your circumstances, and to change the challenges that you're dealing with, because you have so many options available to you. So I'm now going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle deck to see what spirit animal want to say to us, which spirit animal want to work with you right now, which spirit animal has a message for you to help you on this journey and to help you make the right decision. It'll be interesting to see what spirit animal we get. So shuffle, 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 setting the intention that the right spirit animal come through with the right message. Okay. I just love it when the cards all tie in and make sense. So looking at what we've had, we're looking at the abundance of choice. We're looking at the focusing on what we don't have and focusing on what's wrong and focusing what's not right in our lives. We're looking at connecting to Mother Earth, going back to basics, going back to just being grounded and centered in the moment. And then we've got butterfly spirit saying that transformation is beautiful. And I think that's exactly what's going on. These choices that you have available to you, these options that are available to you, are going to help you transform, are going to help you change your circumstances from one of difficulty and challenge to one of beauty and happiness. But you need to ground, you need to connect, you need to trust. And who do you trust? Mother Gaia and yourself. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, I do hope that there was something in this message that resonated with you. I do hope that there was something that spoke to your heart and soul and made you know and feel that everything is right in your world. With love and blessings from me to you, until next week, you take care.